In Formula One, the backstage is as intense as the races on the track, and with the 2025 season approaching, the paddock moves are already causing a stir. Red Bull has made a decision that promises impact. Sergio Perez is out, and young New Zealand driver Liam Lawson takes the spot as Max Verstappen's teammate. Liam Lawson, who had limited experience in the Racing Bulls between 2023 and 2024, has before him the biggest challenge of his career. Although inexperienced, his mental resistance caught attention. It was precisely this characteristic that, according to Helmut Marko, led him to be promoted to the main team. Helmut's calls at 7 a.m., putting pressure. The threat of losing your career at age 16 if you don't deliver in the next race, that really helped prepare me for Formula One. Lawson told the Times. Red Bull's advisor, Helmut Marko, known for his rigid approach, was clear in his assessment to sport build. By 2025, there will be no protection for the puppy, as he himself defined. Marko stated, "He may have only raced 11 GPs for the Racing Bulls, but now he's sitting in a Red Bull car. We don't expect victories, but he should score regularly and be closer to Max than Checo was. 2 to 3 tenths per turn would be a satisfactory window." The pressure on Lawson will be immense, especially considering Verstappen's dominant performance and the demand for immediate results in the Austrian team. However, Marko seems confident that the young New Zealander can live up to expectations. The notorious toughness of the Austrian is both a motivation and a test for the drivers under his supervision. What is still open is how Lawson will deal with this high-intensity environment, and if he can find his place next to a champion like Verstappen. While Red Bull has made it clear that he doesn't need to win races immediately, the charge for consistency and performance close to Max's is non-negotiable. And do you believe that Liam Lawson has what it takes to handle the pressure and meet the expectations of Red Bull? The Imola circuit witnessed an intense day of activities last Thursday, with young talent showing their skill behind the wheel. Under a cloudy sky and wet asphalt, the Sauber and Racing Bulls teams put their promising futures to the test, highlighting Brazilian Gabriel Bortoleto and Japanese Ayumu Iwasa. What was seen on the track was a mix of determination, focus, and meticulous preparation, highlighting the effort behind the performance of the new drivers. Sauber started the day with Bortoleto on board the C43. The young Brazilian, who is gaining more and more space on the radar of Formula One, had a test program aimed at the study of starts. Completing 30 laps in total, he covered 147 kilometers and left the pits in 3 separate stints. In the afternoon, as track conditions improved, Gabriel accelerated his pace and closed his best lap with a time of 1 minute 30:40, a performance that impressed the entire Swiss team, especially considering the adverse weather conditions. Meanwhile, the Racing Bulls have opted for a different approach with Ayumu Iwasa. The Japanese completed 84 laps throughout the day, accumulating 412 kilometers in 80:04. The main focus was consistency and strategic stops, which included startup and pit stop training. Despite a small breakaway in Tosa, Iwasa showed regularity, closing the morning with a solid 1 minute 32 S1 before returning to the pits. The test programs showed strategic differences between the teams. While Sauber invested in preparing Gabriel for specific starting situations, the Racing Bulls sought to refine Ayumu's steady pace. Both showed significant progress, with Bortoleto standing out for its adaptability in changes of asphalt adhesion, and Iwasa reaffirming its consistency over several sessions. Behind the scenes, the presence of Emanuele Pirro, a respected name in Formula One and FIA commissioner, drew attention. He closely followed the performance of Bortoleto, reinforcing the importance of the Brazilian as one of the great promises for the future of the category. For Pirro, seeing young talent facing challenges on a technical circuit like Imola is a clear indication of the potential that these drivers bring to the Formula One grid. On the other hand, Iwasa's performance was also noteworthy, especially in terms of regularity. Racing Bulls, which seeks to train top-ranking successors within its young talent academy, must be pleased with how the Japanese has handled the changing conditions of the day. With the end of the tests, it is clear that the future of Formula One is in good hands. Young people like Bortoleto and Iwasa are ready to take the spotlight and consolidate among the best. What do you think of the performance of these future stars? Leave your opinion in the comments and take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, ensuring that you do not miss any details about the next stages of the journey of these promises of motoring.